Hey, I'm Creaky, and on this episode of Lacing It Up, what's Kobe bringing for Christmas? 50 Cent drops by, and why is Secure D getting all so stabby? Hey guys, what's happening? And welcome to the show, Lacing It Up. This is where we love to talk about our obsession, the sweet, sweet sneaker. Now joining me tonight is the guy who owns the greatest sneaker store I know. He's the man that puts ham in Hammond, Matty Hammond.
Thank you for having me.
Very much a pleasure. My honour to be in your presence. I think that's what it means. And of course, the guy that needs no introduction, his alter ego is more famous than his real name, so we'll go with that. He takes great sneakers and makes them even greater. He is Secure D.
Ah, cheers.
Customizer to the stars.
I try.
What's been going on, boys?
Oh man, we're just a few weeks away from Christmas, so it's been very busy at the shop, and yeah, this whole sneaker culture is really starting to build up. So many new people getting involved to it now, and so there's plenty of newbies out there. So we're here to help you, give you some of the terminologies and understanding some of the history behind some of the shoes. So yeah, it's been very busy, that's for sure, with Christmas.
News, reviews, drop dates, everything you want.
Yep.
It's all here on Lacing It Up.
That's right.
Secure D, you always say you're busy, man. I find it hard to believe, but you just keep producing these shoes.
Yeah, all the orders keep coming in, which is great. So the last couple of weeks have been hectic. Same thing, leading up to Christmas. A lot of commissions. Just knocked over a new collaboration with Sabotage, which should drop pretty soon. And then I brought in some shoes that I finished this week, a 300 MX one and an Assassin's Creed MX one. So I'm knocking over some fun stuff and yeah, keeping busy.
Yeah, I love the blood splatter.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Hey. Now, of course, we're really busy. There's always seems to be great shoes dropping every week, from J's to Bapes to ZX Flux to many more. This is the segment that we like to call Sneaks of the Week. So, Secure, what caught your design eye this week in sneaks?
Well, it's got to be the Kyrie one, right? I mean, you know, someone we claim from Australia.
Yep.
Finally getting his own signature shoe with Nike. It's going to be on Nike ID. It's in an accessible price point, 110 US, 150 Australian.
Yeah, 150
Still got
Australian,
Zoom Air in the forefoot. It's a really cool shoe. Can't wait to wear it on court. And he's killing it this year with LeBron and Kevin Love. So his profile's going through the roof, and it's good to see an Aussie get his own shoe.
Yeah, but I'm calling a little bit of bull dust on this shoe because there was talk this week about the little design on the heel out the back representing the Opera House. But you blew that myth right open.
Yeah, well, it's funny because they said, you know, obviously, you know, the history behind the shoe and what it represents and stuff. And he's not from Sydney, he's from Melbourne.
Yeah,
he's born here in Melbourne. He's local, so
and the heel of
he's
his
actually
shoe
been in
was
this shop. So yeah, I know. So it's a bit. It should have something like the Yarra on there, or
Flinders
Fence Square,
Street.
or something. You know, Flinders Street Station.
Federation
Ding,
Square
ding.
deserves a spot on a sneaker. Now, big guy, you've been strutting around this store, around the streets of Melbourne like a peacock at the moment. You only do that when you got something big hiding in your little cave out the back there. What do you got?
Well, there's something rooming around. There's a special pack about to drop just before Christmas. It's causing a lot of buzz on the internet and around the world. It's called the Gift of Flight pack.
Ooh.
So got the Pantone 11, which is part of the Pantone pack, which was actually just a display that they did in some of the Nike towns.
Yep.
Did a whole Pantone blue pack, and so they've got the Jordan 11, and then they've got the new Jordan 29, the Russell Westbrook, and done it in with the Legend Blue colorway. Put it pack together. So it's called the Gift of Flight, and it's creating a lot of buzz.
People are going to lose their minds.
Going to lose their mind.
Yeah.
How many you got?
Not enough.
Yeah.
But,
Never enough.
Never enough.
You
but
literally couldn't have enough of
could
these,
not
I
have
don't
enough.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, it could put 4 zeros at the end, and that will not be enough.
No, I'm moving away from Nike. My sneaker of the week has to be the Adidas Original Tubular.
Yeah.
These things are blowing up on the net.
No,
I
I've
love
seen
them.
a lot
I
of them.
love the greys.
Yeah, well, that silhouette's been popular since the Roshi. I mean,
Yep.
Globe did the Rome. There's all those kind of silhouettes coming out, and I guess that's their marquee for that. So,
The initial buzz was going to be the Kanye.
yeah,
the
people got
Yeezy,
messed up.
yeah.
They thought it was the new Kanye shoe, but no, didn't happen that way.
But it's definitely caught us a bit of buzz out there. I've seen a lot of people even coming to the shop, but they got them on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rocking
black
them.
and gold's pretty good. Yeah, all right. Okay, it's the moment of sneaker-loving truth, the segment we like to call Rock or Drop. This game is a takeoff of the old Bet Settler rock, paper, scissors, and this is where we test ourselves on what we like and what we don't like instantly. This has to be an instant vote on your first impressions of these shoes. Okay?
Yep.
And let me warn you that any delays are punishable by penalty, and those penalties will be set by you guys, the audience. So if you catch anyone who's delaying on their rock or drop or making a really bad call, you call them out in the comments below, and you also set the penalty.
Wait, so you're going to let them decide what we do?
Absolutely.
Oh, crap.
It's all about them.
Yeah.
I'm on. All right, guys, here it is. Cop or drop. Let's do this. Fast as we can, no waiting.
Right, number 1, limited edition collaboration with ASICS, Gel Light 5, Salvador Dali, Persistence of Memory.
Just because that name's too bloody long.
Oh, come on.
Crazy.
How can you go in the store and ask for that? They'll be sold out by the
It's a
time you get
Dali
there.
shoe.
Hold on. No, we've got to go faster.
No,
There's
number
a
two,
delay.
number two.
Next shoe.
Okay, so the Nike Zoom Hypercross Chrono.
Yeah. Cop.
3 greens.
Rock.
Win.
Yes. That must be a good shoe.
Yep.
Okay, the Burn Rubber, British Knights, Enforcer, hot.
Definitely. DC in the house.
Throwing it up for DC.
This is for DC.
Throwing
Rob
it up.
Dyrdek, love it.
No. Derek
Derek
Coleman.
Coleman,
Party
man.
foul.
Okay, next one. Adidas Tubular New Year's Eve in grey.
No.
Failed
The
out.
greatest show.
Yeah, no.
You guys are crazy. This is the greatest show this Christmas. The greatest show
They
this
don't
Christmas.
look as good in person.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
yeah.
with it.
Okay, last one.
All right, the Nike Sportswear Air Max Escape Pack.
Yeah.
All
No,
day.
I mean-
All day.
Air
I'd rock
Max
that.
All day.
All day. Creaky,
rock
I reckon you're slacking on this. I reckon the people are going to get you.
No. I was up quick.
You
I'll
hold them
quick.
both up.
That's it. We're done. We're done. Rocked and dropped out. A big part of any shoe or brand release is the hype that dunks down through media and social media. Do you see what I did there?
Yeah, it was good. I like it.
Huh? You like that? This week, we've had some massive releases and some massive media efforts. We've had Michael Jordan handing over the signature Jordans at the wedding.
The
Now,
Concords.
Yeah, the Concord lows.
Yeah, that
that
was
was
dope.
pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, how handy is it that your sister marries Michael Jordan?
Yeah, you can't lose,
And you
can
own a
you?
sneaker store. Just tell me how that's just
It's
ridiculous.
meant to be.
This is crazy. And of course, what we call this is when people launch these products, we call it the launch pad, right?
Yep.
So Michael Jordan, he's doing great things for his brand. With just a little stun at a wedding,
Yep.
what a nice touch.
Yep.
What a nice touch. The next launch pad we've got is from Adidas, and this is a really interesting move. Adidas has now made a move to put their all-in winter packs with Red Bull Media.
Yeah.
No advertising outside the Red Bull Media house. It's an interesting move.
So how does that happen? What do you think the theory behind that
Well,
will
the theory behind that's a bit of cross-pollination with the brands. They see these extreme athletes and the people that fit into that tribe. Adidas trying to get a few cool points, maybe. Maybe we'll see a bit more of this. Do you think Nike would ever?
be? Nike just pulled out of snow, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're pulling out of the snowboarding stuff, so maybe that gives them a little bit more freedom.
Well, they had to give KD all that money.
Yeah, right.
But the biggest media play this week actually had to be in the NBA. It was KD. The young boy, 13-year-old boy, he'd been mowing lawns in his neighbourhood in Detroit to save up
Yeah.
for a pair of
Yeah.
KD 7s, I
Yep,
think.
Yep.
And then as he was walking home from school, the little fella got rolled.
Poor little dude.
Poor little dude. In the
Yeah.
snow.
In the snow, yeah.
So you got your shoes on. Next minute you got your shoes off, cold feet in the snow.
Yeah.
Man, he would have thought that these Kevin Durant shoes were the greatest thing he'd ever had in his life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's walking home with wet socks in the snow.
Well, what a great effort by the Detroit Pistons and KD, though, to call him and come in early and hand over a pair of brand new shoes for the kid at the game.
Yeah, get him to the game. I think he got 2 pairs and he
Yeah.
got a signed pair and a replacement pair.
Yeah, game worn
Yeah.
pair. Yep,
And a
signed
few
by
other
KD.
things.
You love this for Nike, right?
Yeah, I think, this is a real play from Nike. We're seeing a lot of this from sports clubs now. Their media managers and stuff are onto the fact that this spreads pretty well through social media, so it gets
Yep.
them a lot of good points.
Yep.
Certainly gets Kevin Durant lots of good points.
Yep.
It certainly gets the club a lot of good points.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the cynical viewers will say, oh yeah, Nike's just doing this for a bit of hype.
Yeah.
But
What's
hey,
one
they're
pair of
doing-
shoes?
Well, against the hype train, though, KD's notorious for this, though.
Yeah.
KD is always doing this kind of thing in the community.
KD is a big little kid.
So, yeah.
He's a big little kid. Could you just imagine the head of Reebok, though? He's just like, how come no one steals our shoes? How come no one rolls the guys that wear our shoes? That'd be spewing,
true.
right?
Need D Brown to come back.
Yeah, D Brown.
Maybe they just have to set up some kids getting rolled for the pumps. Now, a big part of sneaker culture is knowing who's wearing what. It's called celebrity cred, but on this show, we like to call it celebrity tread. Secure, you're big on this since those boys at One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer hit you up recently for a pair of custom, I think they wanted little smiley faces and stuff on the shoes, right?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Come on, man, you can let it out.
I don't know who you're talking
Maddie, celebrity to the star, customizer to the stars.
I don't know about this one, man. I'm sorry. I know you normally haven't got your back, but...
What we talk about before the show is supposed to stay on what we talk about before the show.
Don't get all stabby, man.
I don't know who 1D is, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you listen to their music while you make those shoes. Now,
Don't freaking
Now,
push it.
seriously, there's been a big move in the celebrity shopping stakes this week.
Yeah, generally I hate watching celebrities shopping for shoes. It's become like this whole like advertising thing, and I can't stand it because the celebrities basically are just there to brag about how much money they have.
True. Yep.
And 50 Cent has just done this with Complex at Flight Club, which seems to be the two sort of main people that
Behind
perpetrate.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they push these videos. But 50 came off super cool in this video. Like, it's generally guys just walking around buying $6,000 shoes, $3,000 shoes, and 50 didn't want a bar of it. And I was all about it. I thought it was funny. He stood up for customizers. He was laughing at Kanye's being worth $6,000. He's like saying, you could buy a car for that. Like, what kind of idiot's buying a shoe when you can buy a car for $5,000?
Pick up a pair of shoes, they say $5,000 for the shoes. You go buy a small car. You can go buy a fucking Chrysler for $5,000.
I thought he came off well. For some reason, they did an awkward thing where he dumped like $50K on the bench and then just packed it back up in his bag. But
That's
yeah,
because he had 50k in his bag.
Yeah.
And if you ever had 50k in your bag, you'd dump it. You know,
Yeah,
you'd be at McDonald's.
I got Monopoly
happy, no
money.
thanks. Dump your 50k, put it back in.
But yeah, I thought he came off cool. Like,
So what did he get? Didn't he just grab a pair of...
general release Huaraches, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his boys like Yayo was trying on taxis and stuff, but I mean, he didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want them. He's
So
just like, no, I just want shoes I wear, and I thought that was cool on his behalf.
Maddie, when was the last time 50 Cent came to visit you?
No, he hasn't been. Fiddy hadn't been here, but some of his other crew have been, and that we've had a lot of celebrities through here. But some of them really cool, drop a lot of money. Other ones think that they don't need to pay for anything.
Free shoes and an Instagram pic.
Yeah, that's the way these
Trade you an
days.
Instagram pic for a pair of Christmas Kobe's, right?
Yeah,
Look at these
it's a
Christmas
bit
Kobe's.
like that.
We love these. Now that's almost the show, but before we go, there's one segment that we just really want to dedicate to the words and terminology that only sneakerheads know. And we call it Secure D's Sneaker Dictionary. And today's word in Secure D's Sneaker Dictionary is...
Beaters.
They used electricity to make little things they used to stick the beaters into and that go round and round and round.
I have no idea.
I think it means he made sneakers out of beaters.
And what does beaters mean, Matthew?
So beaters are basically shoes that you had that used to be cool that you've worn in a little bit. So they're still going to be cool enough for you to wear to the pub or to a 21st where they're going to get messed up, but they're not brand new and you don't want to be rocking out in like discount shoes. So it's something that you've had, that you've loved, that's still cool but a little beaten up.
There you go. Well, thanks for watching. That's been the first episode of Lacing It Up. Don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel below. Boys, subscribe. If you've had any comments, you've got the punishments, of course, whether you're calling in or out for being late in rock or drop. You've got any of your best collections, let us know. Let's get on. Thanks for joining us. It's been awesome.